Hey guys, it's Savannah and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is some Farmhouse everyday decor Dollar Tree DIYs. It is also a collaboration with the Freckled Mom, but before I get to that, let's go ahead and jump into our first DIY. So for this DIY, you're gonna need 6 of these wood boxes from the Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter what shape is on the outside, the butterfly, the star, the flower. It just doesn't matter because that doesn't play a role in this DIY. And you're gonna start by removing the plastic, obviously. And this DIY is kind of time consuming in my opinion, but it is so cute in the end. Now, my friend Camaro from Dying to DIY, she kind of made an anthropology chest with these and I thought it was so cute. So I'm kind of putting my own spin on that. That's where I drew inspiration from. And then also one of my good friends, Melissa from All Things Crafty, she made like an anthropology shelf almost, not with these boxes, but it's so cute. So I'm going to link both of their channels down below. If you guys haven't seen that yet, definitely go check it out. So once I got all the plastic off, I am going to take these and turn these, inside out. So you can't see that shape. I want it to be flush on the outside and I don't want that shape to show at all. And then before I paint these, I kind of want to lay things out to see how I liked it because like I said, most of the time I have these ideas in my head and I'm not really sure how they're going to play out. So I'm taking one of these Dollar Tree picture frames and I'm taking the little label holder on the bottom, tag holder. Now you can order these from Amazon, but I really wanted this to just be a Dollar Tree, as much Dollar Tree items as I could. So I knew I would eventually use these and this was the perfect project. So you're gonna need 6, but just to lay them out, I'm just gonna take apart 1. You could go ahead and take apart 6. I don't know, sometimes I work in weird ways. Then I'm just kind of playing with the placement of the label holder, kind of seeing where I want it to go. And then I got these little wood knobs from Hobby Lobby. They were like $2.49, 50% off, so super cheap. And so I wanted to use 3 of these. So I'm laying them out and I'm kind of just seeing where I want them to go. And then I also got these from Hobby Lobby, these little handles. They were also fairly cheap, 50% off. And I'm kind of just laying things out to see how I want it to go. I didn't know if the handles, 2 different kinds, would look okay, but I thought it looked really cute. So then I'm going to set the metal stuff to the side and I'm going to glue the wood knobs on all of the boxes because we are going to paint those as well. Then I'm taking some Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory, and I'm going to paint all of these boxes. This was probably the most time-consuming part of this project, but it turned out so cute. If you wanted to spray paint it, you could always do that as well. Now, this is why I glued the wood knobs on first because I want to paint those as well. I want those to be, flush with the boxes like they came that way, and then I want the other handles to kind of pop out. So I'm not going to bore you with this 40-minute paint job. I'm just kidding. It did not take 40 minutes. I would say maybe 10. So yeah, I'm just painting all of these and I didn't really worry about the inside because you weren't going to see that. And then once those were dry, I am taking my chip brush and some antique Waverly wax and I'm going to distress all of these as well. Now this was kind of time consuming, but not as much as the first coat. And like I always do, I didn't go super heavy-handed. I didn't mind some of that wood showing through. So I'm just going through and distressing it until I get them how I like. Then once all of these are dry, we are going to put the boxes back in and we're going to start hot gluing them together. Pretty self-explanatory. I just, I put a lot of hot glue on there. I like to use Gorilla Glue hot glue. Sometimes it's easier than doing like super glue and hot glue. So I like the Gorilla Glue hot glue. How many times can I say that? Hot glue. Okay. Anyways, so I'm just gluing all of these together, self-explanatory again, and yeah. Then this is where I went back in and started removing those label holders from the picture frames. Again, I'm not sure how much these would cost on Amazon. Like I said, my friend Melissa from All Things Crafty made a really cute shelf, and I believe she ordered her label holders from Amazon. Honestly, you could probably get a whole pack for $6. But I just decided to buy 6 picture frames because, again, I wanted this to kind of be as much Dollar Tree as I can make it. Then this is the fun part, putting it all together. You can see what I did. I did knobs, one at the top, one at the bottom, one at the top. And then for the metal ones, I did one at the top and 2 at the bottom. I kind of wanted to, like offset them. And so I'm just laying everything out to see where exactly I want to put the label holders. And I thought they looked best at the bottom. I don't know, personal preference. You could do whatever you wanted. But I just thought that they looked best here. And then I'm going to hot glue everything down. And then that is going to be it. Now, there's so many different ways you can style this. I thought it was cute to put a little bit of greenery in there. You could also put some farmhouse beads. I am obsessed with how this little cabinet turned out. Today's video is a collaboration with Devin from the Freckled Mom. She is newer to YouTube, but I absolutely adore her. I love her style. She does a lot of Farmhouse, Dollar Tree DIYs. She also does a lot of thrift flips, and you guys absolutely know how I feel about thrift flips. Love them. So you guys go over there and check her out and tell her that Savannah sent you. So moving on, you're going to need one of these little Dollar Tree box frames. This is the one that has the house. I would recommend getting the house because we use the house. So I just started by removing the house from the little, I don't know, it was like almost 3D, the little block. And I'm going to keep the house because, again, we're going to use it. But we're going to use the back. So I sanded it down a little bit just to get it flush. And then I am taking my heat gun, thanks Colleen, and removing the little block. Now, I found this a lot harder than it probably should have been, but it did eventually come off. And then I got this really cute scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. I think it was $4.99, again, 50% off. So, and it comes with so many different patterns. So I'm using like this blue flower-ish one. I think this is so cute. I don't know why I've been obsessed with blue lately, but I just love it. And because I live on a struggle bus, I can't cut straight and I have no idea where my scissors are. And I just did not want to go downstairs and grab another pair. So I'm using a broken, I don't even know, box cutter and trying to cut this out to size, and I get a little wonky. So I end up just taking pieces and kind of piecing it together, but you can't even tell, honestly, when everything is put back together. Then once I had all my pieces cut out, I just hot glued the cute little scrapbook paper to the back of this box and then just covered the spots that you could still see some of that black background. And again, you couldn't even tell that this scrapbook paper was 3 different pieces. It really, honestly, couldn't even tell. Then we're going to go in with our chip brush and some antique Waverly wax, and we are going to distress the outside of this frame. Now, sometimes these little frames are, I don't know how to explain it. They have like a gloss, or they're just really hard to distress sometimes. So sometimes I find it easier to go in and sand it first and then distress. And then I did distress a little bit of that scrapbook paper in the back of the frame just so it kind of looked a little rustic as well. And because I do things wonky ways sometimes, like my ADHD is all over the place, I stopped doing that and I went in and painted the house with some Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory. And then I set that to side to dry. And then I went back to the frame, sanded it down, and distressed it until I got it as much distressing as I wanted and I liked. Then once that house was dry, we are going to take some more of the antique wax and distress the sides of the houses, just because I want this to all blend in and look very, rustic. And I then sand over where I distressed a little bit just to blend it all in. I like to do that if you're new here. Sometimes when you're distressing and you sand back over it, it looks like it was made that way and it blends in with the first coat and paint so nicely. I love doing that. Then we're gonna take that same block that the house was on before and hot glue that in the middle. And then look how weird I am, you guys. I put hot glue all over that house except for in the middle. Oh my gosh, sometimes I'm like, girl, what were you doing? So I had to add hot glue in the middle, and then I put the house back down. Then I'm taking these little burlap flowers. These are also from Hobby Lobby. You guys, I went on a Hobby Lobby spree when I was up at my in-laws, and they were also 50% off. So they were around $2. And I took this little burlap flower, which I thought was so cute, and I hot glued that to the middle of the house. And that is it. This is a super simple DIY. Sometimes you don't have to do a lot to Dollar Tree items. You just have to change them to your style and your decor. And I think this turned out so cute. It's perfect for a tier tray or just anywhere in your house. I hope you guys are enjoying today's video so far. If you are coming over from Devin's page, or if you're just new here in general, I'm Savannah, and I love doing high-end Dollar Tree DIYs, or honestly anything DIY on a budget. So if that's something you're into, I hope that you stick around. Hit that subscribe button. Also, find me over on Instagram at Savvy Crafts with Savannah. That's where I feel like I can be a little bit more personal with you guys. But if you don't have an Instagram, you can always email me. Also, liking, sharing, and commenting on every one of my videos really does help my channel out, and it means so much to me. Let's get back into crafting. So for our last DIY, you're gonna need 6 of these coasters from the Dollar Tree. Now, look how pretty these are. I am pulling inspiration from my girl Shayna from Robinson Repurposing on a thrift flip we did a while back. You guys know her and I host that challenge. She took tiles and made this really cute planter box. So I wanted to take some Dollar Tree tiles and make a vase. So I started by hot gluing 2 of them kind of in a triangle. Now I thought about doing this square, but I thought it would be cool to do a different shape. So that's what I did. And I just started by hot gluing all of the sides together. Then I played around with the idea of kind of doing it offset almost, but I just didn't like it. So I just went with the same shape on top as well. Now I wanted this to be more like a vase than a planter, so that's why I stacked them. And so I just repeated that in a little triangle formation with these as well. Then once I had them all glued together, you know, I gotta distress it. So I just went on all the faces of the tiles or the coasters, and then on those white parts that you could still see, because I felt like that made it pop so much more and look more rustic or shabby chic, whatever you want to call it. And once I kind of got it how I liked it, I honestly was not planning on doing this, but this little scrap burlap ribbon was just sitting on my desk. So I kind of tied it around it, like the middle where you could see where the coasters connected. And I hot glued the back of that to the tiles so that it would not move. And then I was gonna leave it this way, but I was like, it needed something else. So I have some more of these little burlap flowers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I thought that would be really cute on there. But then I was still like, why do I keep doing that? I thought that probably wouldn't be enough as well. I just wanted to add just a little bit more. So I took some raffia, and again, because I can't find my scissors, I just used a zip tie, and then I didn't take into consideration that I'd have to cut the tail of the zip tie. So this is what I did. I burned it off. Then I just split my raffia to make it look a little bit more full. I love doing that. I feel like a little goes a long way, especially when you're using the raffia, even though it's super cheap. I don't know. I just like doing that. And then I am going to hot glue everything on. And that is it. I think this is such a cute vase. So let me know which one was your favorite from today.
Totally be like, go.
There you go. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave a food emoji and don't forget to check out Devin from the Freckled Mom. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, thank you guys for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.